So cross section in Dutch they say doorsnede. The width is x. Its height, yes, and its length is 4 times its height. Oops. Yeah, like that. Right, 1 second. Have the height. This is x. So the length is technically 8 divided by 3. That's the length. 4 times 2? And then the volume is then you have where they have 6x squared. The width of a block of a wood with rectangular cross section. Oh, 2/3 its width. It's 2/3 its width. Sorry, I read it's 2/3. 2/3 its width, and is 4 times its height. Two-thirds x, and the length is 4 times the height, like this. Volume, that is the answer. B. Yes? More questions? Yes? What else?
Oh, yeah.
47.
Basta ka po dyan.
We have two linear equations. Which pair satisfies both equations? Simple. Where they intersect? Here. 2. Is it? 5. C. That's it. 46, 47. Oh, here. This is chapter 8. It's pretty simple. When you have an arrow pointing, many pointing to one equation, that is called many to one. If you have like this, each one of them go to one to one, correct. And then if you have one here going to many there, one going to many, it's many to one. No. 1, 2, 3. Let's put 1, 2, 3. This is 1 to 1. It's 1 to 1. 1, 2, 3. This one is 1 to many. And then you have another one. This one is many to one. And now they ask, what is a function? What's this? 1 and 3. 1 and 3. When you have a function, when you have, for example, an x value, you have a y value. So that's first thing you notice. For example, you have fx equals x plus 2. So if you place a 1 on x, your answer is 3, 1 to 1. So if I have 1, answer is 3. If I have 2, answer is 4, 1 to 1. Now, what if you have x squared plus 2? Then you can see you have 2 to 1. Because negative 2 gives the same answer as 2. So you have many to 1.
So usually it's from below and from function.
They ask which one can represent a function. You know 3 is 1 to 1. So that is 100% is a function. So you have to see. What do you mean? No. A function means you have an x value. When you have an x value, you also have one y value. Yes? That is a function of a linear equation. If I put 1x, I have 1y. Yes? Linear equation. That's a function. I also have x squared. That's another type of function. What type of function is x squared? If I have 2, the 2 squared, answer is 4. But if I have negative 2 squared, the answer is also 4. That means I have a many to 1. 2 and negative 2 go to the same y. That's a many to 1. Again?
The number represented below our function represents the many to one.
No. You have to understand the definition of a function. Meaning you have an x, input x, and you have an output y. No, depending on the equation, you have different outputs. So you have to see which one actually exists. You have different equations. You have linear. You have quadratic. You have squared root. You have all of those. All of those represent a different function diagram. You know, linear is 1 to 1. Yes? Quadratic is many to 1. Yeah, that's many to 1. Squared is 1 to many. If I have 1x, if my function is x squared, I have x and I have y. Square root of 2 is 2 or negative 2. This is 1 to many. The square root is 1 to many. Because if I have 9, it's either 3 or negative 3. If I have to draw it, minus 3, minus 2. And I have here x. And the function is square root of x. And if I have 4, 9, oops, it looks like this. Yes, 1 to many. That's the squared root. So you have to look at the equation and look, okay, I have 3 possible answers. Let's go forward. Okay, linear equation, 1 to 1. Is 1 to 1 here? Oh yes, 3. 3 is 1 to 1. 1a, and then a gives 1 number. B gives 1 number. C gives 1 number. All right, that one is probably linear equation because I know linear equation is 1 to 1. Then you look at 1. That looks like A and B go to 2. That looks like a squared root. The square root of, square root? Quadratic function. It looks like quadratic function. But the second one, I cannot have an x value. 2 different x values give the same number. That's not possible at CSAC. 1x gives 2 x's give 2 different numbers. So you cannot say, for example, looking at 2, right? We're looking at this one. I cannot say when x is 1, my answer is 3. When x is 2, my answer is also 3. And also 2. So when x is 1, my answer is 3. When x is 2, my answer is 3. And my answer is 2. That makes no sense. So 2 makes no sense in no equation that you know of. That's how you look at it. Of course, Joe's joining me at Cape, like we saw. You shall have graphs that look like this. Then that's a whole different story. Yes? A tornado. Tornado.
My sanity is slowly lowering to no return.
It's a tornado. That's a whirlwind. A whirlwind.
So we have to calculate that.
No, you can't calculate that. You can give an estimate of it. But one x value, as you can see, has different y's. This x here, there, there. Yes? One x value has different y's. But at CSEC level, you do not get it. So forget this. Does not exist. 1 and 3. 1 and 3.
Wait, so Theo, to get this straight,
Which test?
no, like on the screen where the question was one, like what's it called? The relations. One is meant to be many to one, right?
The first one,
Yeah, the first one isn't that many to one, or
many to 1.
and the third is one to one.
1 to 1. 1 to 1. Many to 1. No, many to 1. That is x squared. Minus 2 squared is 4. And 2 squared is also 4. Many to 1. Yeah, it's many to 1. 2 does not exist in CSEC. Same as the square root of a negative number does not exist in CSEC. When you go to Cape, it does exist. When I see Quinara at Cape, yes, we will laugh and have lots of fun because there are no equations that have no answers. Everything has an answer. Everyone is going to Cape. If you don't go to Cape, no college will accept you. I will already send a letter. I already have your names and IDs, so they will not accept you in college. You're obligated to go to Cape.
Who represent function que me importa mané que representa un sum. Que me dice un function. Entonces no está representa un sum. Ese pregunta está.
Yes.
No que una en relación con un también cosa, sino que
No.
una te representa un sum.
Yes, separately.
Sí, antes vos por así un sum con ese.
Correct. Yes. Those not staying in Curacao, the airport already has your ID numbers and you will be blocked from leaving Curacao. So you are forced to go to Cape. You are forced in going to Cape, unfortunately. Yes. You have your report card. It's a test. It's a guarantee that you are going to succeed. So for example, if you get your report card in Form 5 and you have biology, for example, 30, and you go to apply to medicine school and they look at your biology and you're still waiting on your diploma, they're gonna think, well, looking at term 1, 30, term 2, 30, the chances of you scoring above 30 seem pretty low. So they're not going to accept you.
Imagine like going for the whole ceremony.
Well, that's a different story. Some institutions, some let you stay, but you have to redo the test. So they let you stay. Some of them don't let you stay. Say sorry, you are not accepted. Yes, you're sorry, you have to go back. Some of them. Some accept you still. Some still accept you. They don't mind.
But like, don't you always have to like
Imagine like on
do some
university
application fee
acceptable.
to get tested?
If you want to, there's something called the 21 plus test. But if you're not 21, you cannot take it. 21 years plus test. That is a separate test. They give you a specific test with certain questions, and if you make it, you are granted entry to the college or university. Every teacher goes to college.
There's no way you're going to become a teacher and you're not going to college.
No, all of them. Kindergarten, all.
How long does it take to graduate or like to complete K?
You go to college and you don't make it out. And that's what see how teachers from this school leave because they heard you pull out of the pipeline. Like 1 hour, you get more money than you. Save that. Save money.
It already